Hello, what's going on? It's me, Charles Finch, the greatest villain expert and Doctor Who expert. So, it's been a while since, no, it's been a week since I've done a DVD collection. So, we've gone through Tom Baker's 7-year, 10-year stories. Now, we're moving on to Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor, who played the Doctor from 1981 to 1984. So, Peter Davison was David Tennant's favourite Doctor when Mr. Tennant was younger, and has always admired him. So in the Time Crash episode, in a special, uh, David Tennant has so the 10th Doctor has explained to his previous incarnation about himself and tries to convince him that he's him, and that he's going to have to change the TARDIS console room and have a shave as well. So, moving on to his first episode, Castrovolva. I don't know what to say about this story. He's the Doctor has just recently regenerated and is going through a midlife crisis, and since after regenerating, he started ripping off his previous incarnation's scarf and clothes and coat. So now he's got into cricket and all sorts of things. And the Master, played by Anthony Ainley, has been in this story as well. And yeah, but I'm not. I just like this story. I mean, it's because of David Tennant's, no, Peter Davison's first story. This story here, Fall to Doomsday. No, this is just too creepy for me. I mean, look at the size of that frog's face. It's called an urbacan. That's the species, and I don't know why I like this story. I mean, the Doctor's companion Tegan is a very impatient companion, and not a big fan of the story. Everyone's not a big fan of the Davison era except for David Tennant. Kinder, back in there. The Visitation Special Edition. No, I don't like this story at all. It's just way too underrated. Underrated. Black Orchid. It's actually a great story. It's Nyssa, the Doctor's companion, played by Sarah Sutton, playing as two characters, and it's quite fun to watch. Actually, I quite like this story, and very interesting. It's like a Agatha Christie Sherlock Holmes investigation thing, and yeah, and Earthshock. So it sees the departure of the Doctor's companion, played by Adric, played by Matthew Waterhouse, and sees the return of the Cybermen. I quite actually enjoyed this story. I mean, the Cybermen are way so threatening and manipulative in this story, but it isn't that good of every manipulation they did, and so they manipulated the Doctor to into letting him witness the destruction of Earth by using a time bomb. So I quite like the story. It's only my only. This is my favorite episode of our Davison's era. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, and moving on to the last story. The last finale. I mean, Earthshock should have been a finale because Adric died, but Time Flight, it's just quite boring. I mean, Earthshock should have been a finale except for this. I mean, it's not very good. Earthshock is the only good episode out of season 19, and I don't know why they did this for a finale at all. And at the end of the story, Tegan gets left behind while the Doctor and Nyssa go out and explore more in time and space, and she gets left behind. And at least she got her job as a air stewardess. You know, air stewardess is for someone who works in the airport and in a plane. Sorry, these DVDs are hard to balance. So, I hope you enjoyed my Season 19 DVD collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Yes, as I said, this should have been a finale instead of Time Flight. This is actually one of my favourite Davison story. Yeah, my favourite This is my favourite story out of the Davison era. So, I hope you enjoyed this story. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Allons-y.